Hey guys, it's Isaac, the sourcing guy, and I just flew all the way to China to get the inside scoop on how these tariffs are affecting factories and what it means for you. Here's the deal. The big headline is that tariffs dropped to about 30%, but let's break down what this actually means because it's more complicated than it looks. First, those original 2018 Section 301 tariffs, yeah, they're still here. Still adding a whopping 25 or 7.5% for Chinese imports. We have the new 10% baseline tariff, which is pretty much affecting every country around the world, and then another 20% from the fentanyl-related tariffs introduced in February. So a lot of people are saying, yay, tariffs are only at 10% from China, but really it's totaling 55% or more for certain products. On top of that, you have to add duties plus tariffs, which is going to increase the costing even more. Now, there might be another reduction coming soon, as China said they're going to stop the flow of fentanyl, which would reduce it by 20%. Now, the important thing to note is that the tariff for American goods being sold into China is now at 10%, which is way lower than before, and it's going to make it way easier for American brands to sell into the Chinese market, which in my opinion is a huge win. To be honest, Chinese consumers love American brands, and if we're able to go and sell into the Chinese market, it's going to be a huge revenue driver for American business. But what do Chinese factory owners think about all this? Well, when I talked to them directly, many of them surprisingly said that the tariffs weren't hitting them too hard. For some, the US market only makes up 10 or 20% of their total business. It's hard for your business?
For me, I have more of my clients is like from Australia, Singapore, so it's not a big hurt for me, but maybe my colleagues.
Your colleague? So you're the owner of a large factory for backpacks. I'm curious how the tariffs, how it's affected your business.
我们目前出往美国的订单大概占完总体大概10%。
And about our orders products to sell the USA is around 10%.
Okay.
And we have many customers, and not only in USA, also but in Europe, South Africa, and Asia.
Yeah.
对
So because it's 10%,
，yeah，
not a huge effect on your business compared to other factories maybe that have 50%, 80% focus on USA market. However, it's not the same story for everyone. Some factories rely on the US market for 80% or more of their business. For them, the pain is real and severe.
Our American clients, then some of them stop orders.
Stop ordering, yeah.
Yes, until the Trump stop this policy.
How do you feel about the tariffs?
It's too difficult for our manufacturers in China. We hope it will be having change in the near future.
You have a factory in Trinidad and Tobago?
Yeah, this is a new factory in overseas. Yeah.
Wow, so do you doing this to get away from the tariffs?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes. Mainly for USA.
What do you think of the tariffs?
We probably got to build up a new factory overseas, either Malaysia or Vietnam.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe Trump will change his mind like tomorrow.
Yeah.
Or afternoon. I don't know.
So here's the current status. We're in a 90-day pause where both the US and China have significantly lowered their tariff rates. I think there are two major factors that the administration really cares about that is going to play an effect on if the US increases the tariffs after 90 days. The US really wants improved intellectual property protections for US companies going and trying to manufacture overseas in China. You heard all the craziness of you start manufacturing with a company, and then they go and sell the exact same product in China. Additionally, you have all these US companies that just have exact copycats of their software companies for the Chinese market. I also think the sale of TikTok is going to play a really big part. If China does allow for the sale of TikTok into the US, I think that will definitely make the US very happy, and they might reduce tariffs because of that. Another really interesting thing about the trip to China was that some factory owners even support the US stance.
Where are you from?
Where do you think I'm from?
Europe.
No,
South America?
the land of the tariffs.
Land of... Oh my... oh my... Welcome.
Thank you.
I love America, actually.
Yeah.
I do, and I always think America is the best country in the world.
Oh.
You have the strongest army, strongest technology, everything. Before Trump, the best government, I think. Actually, I think he's doing the right thing for America.
Oh, wow.
So he has no way to solve his problem because it's not about tariff, about his debt. Like so many debt.
So much debt, yeah.
So much debt, right? And so he has to find a way to get his money back.
So what does this mean for you as a consumer, importer, brand? tariffs in one form or another are likely here to stay, and the uncertainty is real, and planning ahead has become so critical. As someone who runs this product sourcing agency, here's my advice. You gotta start diversifying your manufacturing. Whether you're going to Vietnam, Mexico, or other major sourcing hubs, reducing your dependence on China means you're protected no matter what happens next on this ongoing trade saga. My agency specializes in helping 7 to 9 figure brands diversify their supply chain and source from all around the world. So please reach out if you need help navigating these complex waters. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe for more insider sourcing tips, as well as check out all the other videos of me visiting factories all around the world. Until next time, I'm Isaac, the sourcing guy.